Okay, student. Now let's gonna start doing labs that are gonna be more intense now that you know if else, you know how to create variables, you know how to display message with the right host, you know how to receive the data, right, with read host, you know variables, you know selection, you know for loops, you know function now. Wow, you know it a lot. Okay, now that you know what, that is easier because you already learned the logic in our previous scripting language. Okay, but now let's gonna start doing more intense labs. Okay, step by step. Okay, so see what they're gonna run now. Lab 01 PowerShell. See the message. Please enter data in that format. Okay. Okay. So as you see, they are asking me for data. Okay. And then please enter the path for the folder. Let's see. And then it display everything that I have in this folder. Okay. Simple, right? Let's gonna do that. Let's gonna analyze that. This program, this script display this message. Okay. So we can create a function, right? Request date, correct? So this function is gonna receive the date. That's it. Receive the date. So we type, okay, after entering the data, we're gonna receive that data in the function. Okay, this is one function, request data. Then what happened? We request, please enter the path for the folder. Okay, you can type, okay. So the same thing, you can create a function request folder path, right? And this function is going to display the message. Please enter the path of the folder. After that, the only thing, the only thing that we'll have to do is create the logic. How can I display the files in my in the folder? Remember, get child items, right? Okay, and we need to specify the path because you can type, for example, get child items see that what was that? Sorry. Okay. Users see that, so that data is different. Is I type only see different data, correct? So we need to capture see that enter the path folder. So if we type, we need to capture C users in order to display what? To display get child items C slash users, right? So we need to write in our screen get child items and whatever the user provide, correct? In order to display the get children, the get child item. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna do it. Okay. Let's gonna create a new one. Okay, remember we display a message. Please enter date, right? Int in a specific format, right? Okay, let's gonna create the first function. Function request date. Okay, what do we have to do inside that? Remember the first message? Please enter date in a specific format. Remember that? Okay, let's gonna do that. Let's gonna receive that in the variable data. Date, sorry, the variable date. Okay, equal read host. Please enter date in which format was year, month, and day, right? And then this function is gonna return the date. Okay, so this function is gonna help us to capture the date that the user is entering. So this function, when we call this function, we're gonna display the message, receive the data in the variable date, and return the date. Okay. What else do we need? Remember the user, the script asks for that. Please enter the path to the folder. Okay, I need to create another function. Okay, another function. Request folder path. Okay. Okay, what happened with request folder path? The user is going to provide some information, right? Right? We need to display, please enter the path for the folder and capture whatever the user is typing. So let's gonna create a variable, folder path, for example, equal. Let's gonna display the message, please enter the path to the folder. Okay. What do we need here? Read host, right? So now the read host is gonna capture the data the user type, and we're gonna store that in folder path. And then this method is gonna return whatever we receive in the variable folder path. Okay, that's it. Okay, now see the script again. Okay, first step is display, please enter date. Okay, how can we display this message? We need to execute with function request date, right? Okay, so I'm gonna create a variable date equal request date. So when the user executes this script, the first step is gonna be request date. Just in case I didn't mention that, but since this is an scripting language, everything has to be written above if you wanna call that. in other language, not a scripting language, okay, like Java, for example, it doesn't matter where you write the function. It's okay, no problem at all. But in a scripting language, you have to define the function above. So when you call that, the interpreter knows where the function is. Okay, just in case. Same thing we're gonna see next week with JavaScript. All the functions that we're gonna create are gonna be on the top. Okay, if you write the function below, when you run your script, the interpreter is gonna tell you, hey, just in case I don't know where is the request date, I don't know what is that, because you wrote that below. Okay, good. Second. Okay, so we have in the variable date whatever the function request date capture. What is that? So what is next? So you type 2020 12/01. What is next? Someone has to display, please enter the path to the folder. Oh, please enter the path to the folder. Is this guy here, request folder path. Okay, so let's gonna create another variable for the path equal, and let's gonna call the function request folder path. So after typing, you are gonna execute the logic. Okay, what is gonna be the logic? So you will have to type that get child, right? Get child items, right? First of all. Okay, get child items. Okay, but see the format. Okay, name, creation time. You need to display that in that format. Huh? Okay, if you execute get child, you're not gonna get this format. Okay, so first of all, get child item of what? Remember, we're providing here the location. The location. So where is the location in this program? Some variable is gonna have the location for the folder that you're gonna search. Yes, folder path. Okay, so let's gonna type here, get child items path. Which path? Folder path. My variable folder path is holding whatever the user enter, whatever the user type here. Okay, this is why I put here folder path. Okay, now I'm gonna display that, but as you see, I displaying the folder which creation time is greater than this date. Oh, okay. How can we're gonna do that? Remember greater than? Okay, we're gonna use that. But I guess at the beginning of this lecture, I show you that everything here in PowerShell are objects, right? Okay, so the get child items, everything that you display are objects. Every line are objects. So if you want to filter the data, it's gonna be easy if you sync the output. Each line that the child item returned is an object. Where is useful if you sync that? Let me show you. Pipe where object. I did some example at the beginning of the lecture when we started the introduction of PowerShell. You can rewatch that if you want. But here, I'm gonna explain you again. Where object. So you wanna display all the objects that the get child items, okay, are gonna display. But you wanna filter. So I wanna display that where object, so where what is the object? It's the line. So let me show you here. Get child item. Okay, each line that you see here is an object. It's an object. The same thing that remember when we read files in Python and each line of the file is the data for an object? It's pretty much the same thing here. But PowerShell is so powerful, right? That allow you to use this output, okay? And without doing anything, treat that like an object. See that? How powerful is that? Where object, so you are seeing the complete output, many objects. But now you want to filter where the object here, okay, have the have the creation time, for example, greater than we are displaying. For example, here. See that we have here this column, but let me show you something here. Get member. Remember get member? Okay. See that? We have creation type. Okay. So I wanna sort, I wanna filter the output on the get child item, okay, where the object have the creation time greater than the date that I provide. Got it? Okay. So what is the syntax? Where object, open curly braces, close curly braces, and here just type dollar underscore. Remember the self in Python? Kinda. Okay. That, and you're gonna see the attribute that you're gonna use. Mm. So in our case, let's gonna use creation type. See that? Creation type. Okay, again, you're gonna get all the child items. Remember? But you wanna filter this object that appear here. Remember, each line is an object where the line, where the object have the creation time greater than what? Which variable is holding that data that user provide? Day, right? Remember? Greater than date. Okay, but there is a problem here. Date now is a simple string. Uh, let me do something here. Let me comment out here. Date that. Let me do something before doing that. Okay, let me explain you here. When you use the variable date and you are receiving a string, And this is not a variable daytime. Remember that we talked about the daytime at the beginning? Okay, see when you run that, see that you can use the method getTime to verify which data type is your variable. Okay, so here it shows you that this is a string. Okay, so now if we go back here, date is a string, and you want to do the creation time greater than a string. Okay, so it's gonna confuse the interpreter. Okay, but what happened is, remember when we parse in Python int, float in front of variable, it's the same thing here. You can put here now date time. Okay, so the string date is gonna be now converted to a date time. Got it? Okay, it's the same thing that we did in Python. Float, remember, in front of the string variable, remember, float or int in front of the string variable, it's the same thing. So let me run. Error. Oh, sure. Okay, let me finish here. First of all, you will have to use double quotation mark here. Okay, where object creation time is greater than the string that appear here. Let me see if it's run. The request date is not recognized. Request date, lowercase. Let me run again. Which line? Request date is not recognized as a name of a command let function script. Check the spelling name, verify the path, and correct. Trying again, line 11. Oh, here. Request date. Okay, let me run again. Okay. So let's gonna try 2021/12/30 folder. Yes, the C drive. Okay. So it display, see that the last write time, but I want to display the creation time and the name. See that? Oh, how can I modify the output? It's gonna continue doing the pipe. Okay. Remember that I showed you using the get child item pipe get. Let me show you. The get member, remember? I show you all the attribute that you can use, right? By default, it is providing you mode, last write time, length, and name. But I want to display the name and the creation time. I don't want all this column. So you can set here and set. Remember, everything is an object, right? So select object and then the attribute that you want. I want the name and I want the creation time. Okay, and let's gonna run. 2021, 12, 30. Folder C. Oh, See that? Name and creation time. See that? In the proper order. Okay, that is really nice, right? So remember, what is the command here? The command is here. Again, get child items and the path when you wanna see the path. Okay. Now pipe where object. Okay, where object. Now we're gonna filter. Remember all the child that get child items. All the output are objects. Okay, all the lines that appear here are objects. So you want to display just the object where objects have the creation time greater than the date that you provide. But you don't want these columns. You want the column name and creation time. Okay, this is what's happening. Now, okay, let me see to create another lab. Let's gonna finish with I wanna teach you how to redirect the output to a file. Okay, remember that so you wanna save the output that we just saw here, this output here, to a file, like txt file. Okay, so remember in bash shell you use that, right? Okay, here in PowerShell you're gonna use the pipe and type out file. I get recovered at the beginning, right? When I show you the event log, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, out file. And then you specify where you want to save the file. For example, here, file path. Mm, the same, the same file path, right? That the user provide, right? Yeah, let's gonna do that. Mm, okay, let's gonna modify this script to make that much more courteous for you. Okay, so let's gonna add here. Okay, we have request date and request folder path. Let's gonna modify that. Function request path, something generic. You know what I wanna do, right? So I gonna ask the user to provide where the user wanna save the result of this script. Got it? So I wanna reuse this function. Now it's gonna be called request path. Okay. What we're gonna do here that we can do is create a parameter. Remember, okay. And here, let's gonna say that we're gonna receive a string, a message. Okay, that's it. Okay, and then instead of to have the folder path, let's gonna call just path, something generic, path. Okay, and here we're gonna remember what we're gonna do here is that the request path function is gonna receive a message. Okay, so it's gonna receive something like enter the folder path, enter the file output path, whatever. It's gonna receive that in message. So what we're gonna do now here is read host, and we're gonna read the message that we are receiving. Nice, right? So we're gonna improve, tune our code to don't repeat methods function. Okay, so whatever we receive here in the request path is that we're gonna display here. Read host message. I guess you need that. I guess no, but just in case. And then let's gonna return the path. So this method now, this function is just generic. Receive a message, whatever message. That we're gonna do is receive in path the message. What message is gonna be? It's gonna be the path for the folder that you wanna execute and see the creation date for the files, or could be also the location where you wanna save the output for this script. Let me show you what I'm gonna do here. Date is gonna be the same. Folder path. See what I'm gonna do. Request. What is the name of my method now? Request path, right? Okay. Request path. And what we're gonna send? We're gonna send here enter folder path. Okay. And it's gonna create now another variable, file path. You're gonna love that, right? Call the same methods, but you see we have only one method now. Request path is the name of the methods. Okay, and we're gonna pass now a different message. Enter file output path. Enter file output path. Okay, so as you see here, we're gonna request the date. We didn't touch that. How can we're gonna get the folder path? We're gonna call the method request path here and pass the message enter folder path heading message. And then what we're gonna do is display the message. Read hot is gonna display the message enter folder path, and we're gonna store that in the variable path. Perfect. And return that. So folder path is gonna have the path. The next one for file path. We're gonna display the message enter files output path. We're gonna call request path. Request path is here, and you're gonna pass this message enter file output path to the variable message. So the variable message is gonna have now enter files output path. So you're gonna display now to the user read host, you're gonna display the message. What do you have in message? Enter file output path. The user is gonna provide the output, the file output for the output, the file for the output, and you're gonna store in path and return the path. So after executing that, you're gonna save in file path whatever path the user type. As you see, we improve this function. One function to proceed for the folder path and for the location for the output file. Now it's going to be really easy to modify that. Here, remember out file, remember when you want to save the standard output to a file, type out file, yes, and then where is you have to specify the location where you want to save the output file. Okay, we have that. The parameter is going to be file path. And now the path. What is the path? In which variable we are holding the file for the path for the output file? Here, file path, right? File path. So the only thing that we add here is the redirection for the standard output. So now, instead of to display the output here on the screen, default standard output, we redirect that to a file. Where is the location? File path specify that you're gonna save the file in a specific location. Which location? Whatever we have in the variable file path. And this is that we collect here that I explained you before. So let's gonna test. Okay, 2020 slash 12 slash 30, for example. Enter the folder path. C users. Enter files output path. I want to do in the same path. Maybe I don't have access to write. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have access to that. Access denied. Okay, let me run again. Folder path. Okay, output. The output is gonna be C users. Toledo documents. I don't have access. Okay, well, why not? Hmm. In theory, you must have access to write in your folder, right? Let me see. Okay. The problem was, let me run again. Is that? Let me run. Okay, enter year, month, date. Enter folder path. This path, for example. Enter files output path. Well, and you will have to provide a name for the file. Okay, for example, lab output.txt. Boom. What happened here? CD. So let me try Notepad. Lab txt and appear there. See that? So this is how you have to redirect to a file. Again, we recap. A pipe out file, the file path, and here the path for the file and the name for the file. Okay, like C document slash omar.txt. So let's gonna run that again. 2021, sorry, front 2021, 1230, the path, and your file, my log.txt. Okay, now if you go to Notepad, my log.txt, it's gonna open that. Okay, everything was redirected to the log file. See that? Nice. Let me stop and continue with another video.